think defining the right success metrics is probably the most important thing, right? It will really make the job half done probably. So just a reminder that the kind of problem that we perceive is really the kind of technologies that we put into place, so that we don't have to do all the kind of the dirty work, the firefighting work that we're doing today, right? So it's I really second what Anna and Nishant said. So a lot of them is organizational problems. A lot of them is technology problems. So sometimes we have the good intention to solve the hard technical problems, the privacy problems, but we just don't have the technology ready in place to do that. One example is really to, for example, so Facebook is a large international company dealing with the customers from all countries. How do we know where the data flows, right? How do we know where the data is processed? Which country processes the data? We have to satisfy with the different country laws. So this is kind of important for us to deal with, but the technology really doesn't exist today, and we have to really put into place. And so that's kind of the problem that I talked about before. Kind of the framework that we use. Well, there are kind of a lot of them. There are organizational level frameworks. There's kind of technological levels of frameworks. But one of them I can think of pretty important for us. It's kind of straightforward, but it's very important for us to do. It's very difficult to exercise, which is we really need to separate the regulatory response task force from the other task force that focuses on technologies. Right, so this is not the case in many companies, right? As far as I know, many companies have only one task force focusing on privacy, right? But if you have only one task force focusing on privacy, then we'll see that there's only one thing that the task force can do, right? But here, what we're really trying to do is to really, being able to survive on the one side, focus on the regulatory responses with the goals set for the next 6 months, the next 3 months. But on the other hand, which is more important, is really focus on the fundamentals, building the right technologies and then making the right changes to the organizations so that we can be in a better place in the future, no matter what the regulations come to us. And these two task forces have completely different success metrics, have completely different goals, have completely different kind of talent profiles. So really separating them and running them in parallel help to balance the priorities between them. So we